Welcome to the first process of Epsilon software solution after a new deployment. In case your products are so many that you don't want to create products from the front screen, you don't want to create products from the front screen because they are voluminous. So we have a solution to upload from a notepad, or specifically, let's call it a CSV file, CSV, delimited file, all your products into the system at once. The process, as you can see on my screen, is straightforward. We have a template that contains all the necessary column or elements that you need to populate for each product before we can upload to the system. I want to specify the importance of some of these things, so that you know what and what is important and you need to populate. Starting with, I have a code that will be given to all your products in the first column here. You can see me pointing. You enter the code. For example, what I have on my screen now, I have the first element called TT box. You give it a short name, top T, box type, a full name that you want. Now, this column is very important. Whatever you're going to put here as your group code must have been defined on the application proper, meaning that if it's not an existing group code, during upload, system will reject the record. Then start date of the product, that is left to you. End date of the product is not necessary, because end date of the product is normally for a product that is being run for a promo within a period of time. After which, at the end of the day, at the end date, the product will not be available again on the application. Manufacturer code is also known as supplier code. These are what must have been defined in the system as people that supply the product you are defining, because system will validate against it. If the code is not correct, it will be rejected. Likewise, the sale code, this one is like in what unit you sell your product. In packet, in unit, is meant for you, but all this must have been defined in the system before make use of it. For example, the product I highlighted here, the product code is TT box. The product short name is top T box. The full name is top T box. It belongs to a group code called BEVERA. That group code is defined in the system and is for beverages. The start date is 14 February 2023. The manufacturer code is top T. This top T is the code for the manufacturer of this or supplier of this. Let me explain again. This manufacturer code normally stands for the supplier. Whoever supply you this product that you are creating should have the code name here. Then the sales code is in which unit are you selling. U stands for unit, in this case, unit of a box. This is very relevant to the sales price. Whatever you put here, the price you are putting here is related to it. If I say unit, that is a unit of a box is 1,200, with what I enter here. The discount allowed automatically for everything is yes, because the discount is what we consider as our own income on each product. So it means if the discount is yes, then there will be a difference between our sales price and the cost price. Moving to the column of the cost price, If there is no difference between them, then your discounts allowed should be no. So always try to calculate it yes, because the sales price and the cost price are not always the same. Okay, so after putting the sales price, then we go to discount rate. For example, I've made a formula on the discount rate so that you don't need to compute by yourself. Leave this column blank. When you populate the cost price, system will use that cost price and sales price to compute the discount rate. This is the discount rate here is like the element of your profit on sales. So, for example, what I expect to do is to read blank. Even if this formula, you don't have it or you miss it, At the point of uploading, once you have cost price and sales price, system will calculate the discount rate. So you don't need to bother yourself. It's not mandatory that you must put it. If you must put it, then you must follow the formula. You must follow the formula by written here. Sales price minus cost price divided by sales price divided by 100. That is the discount rate. Now, these two column systems, user ID and authorizer, just calculate it, leave it like that, don't change it, because we're uploading, so the system is the one that is doing this. It's not being done by a user on the front end. Creation date is the date these items are created. The version must always remain as 1 because this is the first version of the product. It has to be 1. The location is the branch in the system that you are creating the product for. For this case, I've only created branch 1. Note that this location will also be validated during upload. If there is no location called 001 in the system will get the entry. Now, all this other part of it, distributed, transform, these are elements or columns that are only related to poultry products. So if what we are uploading for is poultry products, then you should know how to populate this. Let me just explain them. Distributed for poultry products is just like after taking your chicks or the chicken. If you have not put them in the cage, it means you have not distributed them. After putting the cage, you call it distributed because there are some situations where all the chicks are put together in one place while they are growing up. Then by the time they get to a level where they can enter cage, you now start distributing them. That's what distributed means. If this product is distributed already or not, then you put yes or no. Transform. Transform is if product is something that can transform from one part of the product to another. In poultry product, yes, because day old chicks are the little ones that may later mature into layer or cockerel or broiler, as the case may be. So any product that can undergo such transformation, transformable should be yes, here. If it's not transformable, it is no. No is the same thing as when you don't put anything there. Then the next one is days. Days means in how many days do you expect this transformation to take place? If this product is transformable, so you enter the number of days here. So this one will be in digits, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. The new code, if this thing is transformable, then what product can it be transformed to? Remember, you started from, you already put this product code at the beginning, which is this. Now, if it's a transformable product, after a number of days we've entered there, what kind of product can it be transformable into? Then that becomes the new code. Then transform mode, whether your transformation is something you have to do by yourself in the system, or system should look at the date you have put. Once that product has lived for that number of days, then you can transform automatically to a new product. So this is what transformation mode means. It's either manual or auto. So M or A. I'm trying to explain this in case your product is poultry products. So this is all applicable for poultry products. If I know it's poultry products, all this should be left as none. Don't put anything there. Now, cost price, that's the price of your product. Now, this other part of it, these 3 columns there are also for hotel products. Products you define for hotels can either be a complementary product, in which case there is no sale out of it. It's given out free as part of the that goes part of what we do to customer service. For example, some hotel breakfast is a complementary product. Your breakfast product we are defining there should be complementary if it's not part of what you are selling. So complementary product should be yes if it's breakfast product. Even at times, some of those products like tissue, toothpaste, or bathing soap, and so on, are also complementary. Those ones, you only get the money from the lodging price. So in that case, when you buy those products, we are going to use those products that are defined as complementary, in which case you assume there's no sale in them. You are not going to make any profit from them. They are just going to be taken out of the cost will be taken out of the lodging. Now, these other 2 columns, bar flag and kitchen flag, means the products you are defining, are they for bar, are they for kitchen? You have to indicate yes or no if this product is a hotel product, that's a hospitality business product. Because It means that when anybody working in the bar or the kitchen, when they look for their product, it's only those products that are marked yes that you'll be able to see. So that's why this bar flag and kitchen flag are applicable to hospitality business product. Now, type. This is another column that if you don't put the correct type, system will reject your upload. And this type must have been defined in the system. What type of products are they? Beverages, drinks, finished products, raw material, and so on and so forth. You are the one that will define those products in the system by yourself. So the type we put here is the type code, which must be a valid type code. If not, system will reject it. Then this column I call ASSOS is also used for association application. I have association application for church, for mosque, or for normal social clubs. So any of their products should indicate here whether it's a social product or not. That is why those products will be usable under the module for association. Now, the last 4 columns here, you shouldn't tamper with them. This one should remain as you. This is what you will use at the end of the day to know whether the upload is successful or not, because after it's a successful upload, for each product, this process status will change. But at the beginning, you must put you. It must not be left blank. Neither must it be S. It must be you. It must be you. So you don't touch it, just make sure you put you for all the records. Then this error code and error message are columns where if for any reason the upload failed, system will report the error code and will report the error message so that you can understand why it failed. Then this one is just a serial number to identify one record from the other. For example, this record 1, record 2, record 3. Record 1, if I put record 1 and record number 3 here, record 1 here is TT box, record 2 is TT sash, and you can see the name there. Record 3, and so on and so forth. So I have 19 records on this Excel sheet. Once you have updated it for all your products, then that is the first step. You've fulfilled the first solution. So save it as product, and then you can now go to the second step. And that's what the second step does. So this product as it is here, the second step for the purpose of product upload is just for you to carry this first column here, take it out, that is, delete it because it will not part of what is going to be put to the system. And once you have deleted it, then you now save this record as a comma delimited file, a CSV file, comma delimited. And I'm going to choose this part because there's a part the system understand where all the upload will be picked from. So I will explain how that one is defined, but this is the part in my machine. The part is called Epsilon outlet bulk upload because that's what we're looking at to look for the product. So you save this product as bulk underscore product, but using a comma delimited file. So you look at this CSV comma delimited. This is it. CSV comma delimited. So use this option to save this file. Choose this, and then the name, because that is only the system we see for product, it is called bulk product. So because I already have one here, so I'll just overwrite it. Bulk product.csv save. So I'm replacing whatever I have there now with this. So this remain my uploadable file. So with this, I've completed the first part of the exercise. Now, I'm going to leave this and then go back to the screen where you will see how to now process the file you have prepared. So now I'm going to share my screen again. As I already have the system. I've logged in. So this is the system. So there's a user who has right or access to this batch processing. And once you get to this batch processing, you just collapse it. And these are the options under batch processing. For the purpose of this exercise, the first 2 or the last 2 items are what you need. Load the files. That will load the file we just save as CSV into Oracle table, which we refer to as temporary bash file, from where we start picking them one after the other and upload into the system. So this load files does nothing but move our file information into an Oracle table, which is temporary, also upload. In this case, because this file has been used before, I don't need to go back to the system now. I may not show you that. I'm going to remove everything we have uploaded so that I can go through this upload seamlessly for you. So give me the next 30 seconds. I will remove everything on the system. Then we'll come back to continue the upload. Okay, back. I want to assume you are still seeing my screen. So now the next thing we'll do is just go to this option, load flat file, which is the first step. And this will do nothing but to move all the records I have on my CSV file, that is comma delimited file, into an Oracle table that I call a bash file. So the option here is, if you choose all here, it means every record in that file is what you want to upload, irrespective of the location, that is the branch code. If you choose to specify only some record meant for your branch, then you have to specify the branch here. The good thing about this file is that the file contains only record of branch 001. That is, all the product I'm creating, they are products of branch 001. So I can either say all or specify the branch code. No matter whatever I've chosen, it works. The only difference is that if I have multiple branches in that file and I want to do only the one for my branch, then I cannot use all. I have to come here and indicate that only from the range of branch 001, or if I want multiple branches and I don't want to do all, then I'll upload the range from worst branch to worst branch. System read those parameters using ascending order, meaning that if I put 001 to 004, for example, now, it means it will read 001, 002, 003, 001. That's ascending order. So in this case, I have only one branch, so let me use this option. Now, if you look at what we have here, we have customer temp, guarantor temp, purchase temp. These are other temporary files for all this information on guarantor, customer, purchase. In case you have that record, you want to upload as well. But for the purpose of this exercise, we're only talking about product. So this is what I'm going to use, product temp. You click on it, and it gives you feedback. Temporary table loading for products from branch 001 to 001, successful. Click OK, and that is all required to move what I have on my CSV comma delimited file into an Oracle table. The next thing is for me to come here, if that move is successful, and then we run process the loaded files. I want to assume the following is loaded successfully. If there's any issue, I'll come back and throw my screen to you how to diagnose and possibly solve any issue that comes up. So now I click on this process loaded file the same way, all, if I've already used all before, or branches 001, 001 to 001. This time around, remember, it's products that we're dealing with. This one is other things. If I've loaded project, purchase project request, I can come back and process it here. But this is the only one I have now. So I click process here and wait for the feedback to know what has happened. So if I click on this, as I've done now, bash product processing completed for 001 outlet with report code PAT999, successful batch process run. Check the table, batch prod mass for status of each record. Now, that one is for people to have access to banking facility. But that table is also available here now, where you have view process, view the process result. So this one will tell me what happened when I upload. So if I come here and I select also from 001 to 001, I want to see what happened. It's the only thing I process is product. So view processed product. Click on this and it shows me here. In fact, you have seen the record. Say total number uploaded successfully 19. Total number failed 0. Total number of records 19. With this, you are safe. If for any reason we have record here has failed, when you click for details, it will display on this column the branch code, the product code, the short name, the group of the product, start date, end date, manufacturer code, up till this place, process status. This place will tell you that it's not loaded. It may carry E, it may carry U. If carry U, that means it was not picked at all. It will tell you the reason why it was not picked under error message. So when you have E here, all the E will come with error code and error message. And it will tell you the record number. You know, we already give a record number to all our items that we're uploading. So you see the error message here, you see the error code there, you know why it failed. Then and go back to correct the file and go back again to just load process the result. Because for as long as there are records that are not loaded, you don't need to start over again. All you need to do is to go and process record after you might have corrected the issue. Some of the issue that normally comes up is, I mentioned to you that if you use group code, it must be a valid group code. If not a valid group code, system will tell you error code and what happened to that group code if it's invalid. If it is the sales code, it will also tell you. If it's manufacturer code, it will tell you. The situation where you want to do upload twice, it will tell you you're about to duplicate. That will also come out. If I have not gone to do what I did, so that this one will successfully, will have seen such errors here, because all of them will fail because they're already in the system. But I went out to clear them first before I came back here to do the upload. So this is just in short or in summary what is required to upload directly into the system when you have multiple records. So have this, it exists for product, it exists for repayment in terms of lease finance. But this solution has developed for lease finance business. For them, for day one, to be able to load all their transactions at once, instead of going to enter one after the other. So we are just adopting it for every other thing. So for any customer that have voluminous record to upload at the beginning, at the start of the usage of the application, the solution is right useful and it's used only once. It's not something you use all the time because it can be abused. Thank you very much for listening. We'll get back again to you to give you more of the electronic manual of Epsilon software solution. Thank you very much for listening.